It is time to talk about the labor and delivery for our second baby, which surprisingly was a lot different than the first one.
Much faster, easier, and smoother.
Yeah. So we're gonna take you to the very, very beginning.
Yes.
So early on, the doctors told Glory, hey, we're gonna have to induce you a little earlier. We just wanna make sure everything is nice, safe, and smooth.
Yeah, it was like 1 week earlier, and I was like, whatever. You know, it's not the worst news, but it's not like, I wasn't looking forward to it.
You were kind of freaking out a little bit, especially when they were
Talking about.
when they told you what they were gonna do to induce you. You were
Oh yeah, the
freaking out.
balloon.
Yeah, you were terrified looking at balloons. Just balloons around the house she was looking at like...
And they call it like a Foley balloon. I don't remember, but they said that they would literally put a balloon up my...
Wait, what was that?
Wait, no, you know what I was trying to do just now?
What? That was like...
No, I swear. You know in SpongeBob, when they say a word and they bleep it out, they do the dolphin noise? That's what I was trying to do.
That didn't sound like a dolphin. That definitely sounded like a fish getting oxygen for the first time. But they were saying all of these things. So mentally, we were prepared to give birth to our son in July. But they're like, nah, we don't know if we're gonna bring the baby a week early or 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
Nothing was ready. The nursery wasn't ready. The house definitely wasn't ready.
Our minds wasn't ready.
Nothing was ready. So as we got closer, they were like, hey, this next doctor visit will definitely give you the induction date of what's going to happen. So the next one came, and Glory, she has an awesome doctor.
Oh my gosh, love her. What? What?
You've been singing. What's up with your notes? So Glory's doctor is freaking phenomenal and amazing, and we were expecting her to be the one to deliver Glory the entire time.
Yep.
And she even was like, yo, I cannot wait to deliver the baby. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a great time. So as soon as it was time to tell us the day that Samori was supposed to come here, she was like, I'm gonna be in on this certain day, so I mean, if you do things to help the baby get here sooner, I can still deliver. And man, why did she tell Glory that? Why?
Y'all know what she talking about.
She said, do everything that the sun don't shine on.
What?
Said,
she didn't say that, by the way. Anyways, if you go on Google, it will tell you all the ways that you can naturally induce, like, hurry your labor up. So I did all the things. I ate spicy food. I moved around a bunch. We did the baby mama dance, by the way.
No, we attempted.
We attempted, but we didn't. Like, we'll show you guys a clip. And I really wanted to do the whole music video because, like, literally that's what put me into labor last time with Jerry. So I was like, I am gonna do this. We're gonna do the baby on dance, but it just like, I don't know. I think we just...
I was afraid because the day that the doctor told us was actually way earlier than the time that everyone was scheduled to come and like help.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of prolong it. But Glory was like, I want my doctor, and any means necessary, that's how we gonna get there. And boy, did I tell you, you know what it looks like when a tiger sees like some meat and they go inside, they go inside the grass like this. And then you see that butt up and they do that little wiggle. And then out of nowhere.
Oh, I did do the wiggle.
You did do the wiggle.
Yeah.
She was not playing. She really wanted her doctor to deliver our baby. And then throughout the whole entire day, no matter what I did, I could be making coffee. She look at me, start getting the wiggle. I'm like, yo, in the kitchen.
Listen, you don't like it.
I be on the toilet minding my business.
No, I never went to toilet. I never went there. All right.
Oh really?
Yeah. Anyways, it was the day that my doctor was scheduled in. And for some reason, like, nothing was working out. Like, every time we were trying to, like, do the thing, all of a sudden, pest control was on the phone, like, hey,
so
we're
random.
at your house.
we didn't even know. It was like, all right, this is the day the doctor's gonna be in. And actually, our family was on the way to the house. So it was like, all right, let's get this ballroom started. And then right before things got started, we get a knock on the door. Homie's just looking in our little camera like, like, who is that? Hey, I'm here to treat the bugs. Like, so random.
Like, what the heck?
So random. We're like, yeah, just do outside the house. Don't even come in. So like, all right, cool. Let's get this started. Hey, what is happening? Hey, I'm finished the pest control. You sure you don't want me to come to your house? I'm like, no, we good, son. He's like, oh, okay. And he left.
So we never saw him face to face.
Yeah, we never saw him. So we're like, finally. And then right before things happen, we get a ding dong and look, and then the family's here. This is funny how God works. So the day that we really wanted to go, well, the day that Glory really wanted to go into labor, of course, it just did not happen. But the very next day, as soon as we woke up, like your body just started feeling different.
Yeah.
And something you don't know about Glory, she has trouble explaining exactly what she's feeling.
It is hard to describe, especially to someone that will never know what it feels like.
Well, you kept saying, I think I'm having Braxton Hicks. I'm like, well, does it feel like Braxton Hicks? So I kept asking Glory questions because for me, I think to the extreme, my biggest fear is like, was always delivering the baby on the way to the hospital. That was like number one thing. I was like, thank God I have a Tesla. Just boop boop. And hopefully just pray that the car just drop us all right in front so I could try to catch the baby on the opposite side while the car drives us. But this day, Glory just kept saying, it feels different, but I think it's Braxton Hicks. I'm like, what does different feels like? I don't know. I'm like, well, can you explain it? I feel something. I'm like, that is the most broad thing. What do you feel?
No, the main reason why I was so confused is because it did feel different than Braxton Hicks, but it wasn't painful. I was like, it's supposed to hurt. It like literally did not hurt. It just felt different.
Keep in mind that the induction date we were 3 days away from the induction date. So we were like, dang, there's still some time left.
Because in actuality, we were like over a week left from our due date.
But she was having this feeling throughout the entire day, but she's like, it's nothing to worry about. It's nothing. Maddie.
There's nothing to worry about.
And I'm over there like, you sure? She's like,
yes.
You know, when her parents are here, it's like, I can do a lot of things, get a lot of things done. So this time, I wanted to get some coffee from a spot that we just recently discovered. And Glory told me, hey, why don't you exchange the broken TV that we have in my room and then go get your coffee? It's a little bit out of the way, okay.
And this was for the postpartum room that I was like setting up because I can't breastfeed without a TV in the room and stuff. So.
Yeah. So I went to Best Buy and Glory calls me. And this is what she tells me while I'm checking out. Maddie? I'm like, hey, what's going on? I got off the phone with them. Don't freak out, okay? Take your time driving. But they told me I need to come in now. And I haven't had my coffee yet, so I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah.
So I'm in line like, oh, she about to have a baby now. So the dude's just, hey, would you like the warranty on your TV? I'm like, no, it's cool, I'll get another one. Okay. Can you verify on the screen if this is the correct address? Yeah. I'm not even looking. Would you like the receipt in the bag or me to hand you just put it in the bag. Would you like a bag? Or, it's a TV, you got a bag for just give me the stuff, man. So I get it, right? And I'm walking. And this is the first time people at the door, you know, usually like, hey, have a good one. This one time, hey, man, what kind of TV you got? You trying to have a conversation right now? Maybe about to have a problem. So I get in the car. You know, I'm a little bit ways away from home, but it felt like every car on the street had Flintstone vehicles. Like everybody had their foot straight to the street just... And I'm behind them in my Tesla.
I told you didn't have to rush.
Yeah, but you weren't explaining the contractions and stuff right. And everyone kept saying, you know, the second baby, they just slide on out. Like, yeah, I almost didn't make it to the hospital. So that's all I'm thinking about the whole time. And I'm like, oh my goodness, she gonna have the baby in the car. I'm trying to get by. And every time I pass, somebody just... Why are y'all driving like sloths? So as soon as I pull up to the house, I get out the car. I park right in front of the house. I get out the car. Everyone's trying to talk. Everyone's having a great time laughing in the house. I'm sitting here like, yo, she about to have a baby. Even Glory talking to me chill like, hey Maddie, is there anything you need to pack? I'm like, get in the car, please. There's no time.
I wasn't in pain. I wasn't in pain.
And then even on top of that, like Jerry must have known, because this is the first time he bear hugged my leg. And he was joking, he wanted to play. He bear hugged my leg, and I'm walking and he's just
slowing you down.
I'm like, Jerry, out of all the times to do this, you pick now when daddy gotta go to the hospital.
And I was really good. I'd already packed my bag. We made thank you baskets. Well, I made thank you baskets for labor and delivery nurses. I know. Shout out that I'm gonna post that on my channel. Anyways, we had stuff for Jerry, but the only bag I forgot to put together, and even though it wasn't my responsibility, but I forgot to even tell Matt, was his bag. That took an extra like 10 minutes.
But I didn't even have a bag when we went to the hospital. So we got in the car and I'm just asking like, Dan, how you feeling? You feeling good? Like, man, I'm good. I mean, it's happened a lot, but I feel good. I'm like, a lot.
And that's when we were driving behind the world's slowest driver.
You ever drove behind a tractor trailer? Just think slower than that. You ever drove behind a bicyclist that decides they want to ride their bike in the street? Yeah, definitely slower than that.
It was real slow. We were on like a one-way road, so there was like no way around it. We were like, yeah.
It's almost as if God was like, just be patient, y'all gonna be alright. But I didn't feel that way at that moment, God. It didn't feel that way. So we get to the hospital, everything was coming back, like the feelings of like when it was time.
I know.
For when Jerry was ready to be born. Even like the room looks.
Yeah, everything was the same. The only difference was that it was daytime.
Yeah.
And like last time was nighttime, but everything was like bringing back memories.
I was just so happy to be there.
Yeah.
Before we went to the hospital, Glory's recent check, they said, hey, you're 1 centimeter dilated. So that whole week I was actually freaking out because I'm like, so but when we got to the hospital, she was 3 centimeters dilated. And we didn't know if they were going to send us back home.
Yeah.
And everything.
Because literally my contractions remained the same for so long. They never got painful and they never got worse. So I was like, we're definitely going home.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Until them doctors came in like, your induction was scheduled for like 2 days from now, but we just going to try to pop the baby out tonight. I said, tonight?
She's like, you're not going home without a baby. I was like, I was so excited.
So now they said, yo, y'all gotta stay here. The baby is coming tonight. And I'm freaking out because she's just dilating. And I'm thinking this baby getting ready to Dougie out her booty cheeks like,
my booty cheeks?
Hey, daddy's good to see you. And I'm freaking out at this point. And unfortunately, y'all gotta wait until we tell y'all about the actual delivery.
Yeah.
If you really like this one, y'all should definitely check out the first labor and delivery video that y'all can click right here. We'll see y'all in the comments, and as always, I got the slice.
I got the rice.